Welcome back, everyone, to the channel, Farmer Lisa and J4 Suburban Homesteading. This is Bread Edition. So, we'll open up the oven here and look what we got. All right, I've been experimenting with baking bread, as some of you have seen on my Facebook. So, I got doing my very first sourdough. All right, what we got here? So, got it started here. So it's been in the oven for 30 minutes with the cover on. So I'm gonna put it back in for the next 10-15 minutes with the cover off. It's been cooking at 475. I'm gonna bring the heat down to 375. So for the next 10-15 minutes, gonna set my timer. Actually, I'm gonna go 10 minutes. And then when that goes off, I'm going to then check it. So we'll get that done and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, Ewans, welcome back to the channel. Which, with much anticipation, we are going to pull our bread. So once again, thank you for coming back to Farmer Lisa and J4 Suburban Homesteading Bread Edition. All right, here we go, guys. The moment of truth. I am very excited about this because this is my first ever sourdough. So it's been in the oven for another 10 minutes with the lid off of it. Let's pull it out and see what we got. All right, got it in our Dutch oven. There we go. So, is it done yet? Not sure. So let's take the temperature of it. So what we're looking for is about 200 degrees. 208, somewhere in that category. So let's pull it in here. And let's see where we're at. 112, 125, 137, 148, 157, 165, 172, 178, 183, 187, 191, 194, 97, 199, 201, 202. I think we're there. All right. So let's take a look at it. Put my barbecue gloves on because these are great. I had some oven mitts, but when I started doing this, it actually melted one of them. So pull out our sling. Here we go. Here we go. Sit it on our cooling rack right here. All right. Here we go. So here we go. Supposedly this is the test. How we looking, guys? How we looking? Looking good? Let's do it like that, a little bit better. All right. I got the vent area, so I scored it, right? So that lets the steam come out. If you don't, it'll actually burst open somewhere that you don't want. I got my little wheat pattern. I am definitely not an artist on this, right? So the tail is supposed to be able to hear hollow. And I still don't get that cracking yet. I'm still working on that part of it. So, but let's go ahead. It's done. Put it on our cooling racks right here. There we go. Let's grab our camera out. Okay. Oop. Sorry about that, guys. And oh, sorry. Looking at me. So here we go. I'm trying to get it off of me and get it back onto. All right, we're back, guys. Sorry, I had a technical difficulty there. So here we go. This is our lovely bread. So I got sesame seeds on the iron. So we're a whole wheat family. We're wheat breads. So this is a whole wheat sourdough. It doesn't have that rise, I don't think, that you get from the regular bread flour. And it is 75% whole wheat, and I do have 25% bread flour to help get it with the lightness. Because you know, when you get more of the whole wheat, it gets a little denser than that light and fluffy, but that's okay. But I do like the nutrition that you get. I also have sesame seeds inside, and I also have flaxseed inside of it. So here's the hardest part again, is the weight gain. So Farmer Lisa wants to cut into it right away, but we gotta let it rest. So it says to let it rest for at least 2 hours, but we're gonna probably do 45 minutes because she wants it nice and warm so she can put some good butter on it. So, but anyway, there it is, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to Farmer Lisa and J4 Suburban Homesteading Bread Edition. I'm doing a sourdough. As I get stronger in the bread game, I'm going to look to do some other things like dinner rolls, maybe something like that. Small little loaf things. So anyway, stay tuned for more videos. And as always, please go ahead and click like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you later. Once again, thank you for Farmer Lisa and J4 Suburban Homesteading. God bless. All right, guys, here we go. We're back, and we're going to cut this bad boy open. So, got our lovely Ohio cutting board that we use to cut our bread on. Why? Because we can. Ohio State. OH. You know what to say. Oh. All right, here we go. As you can see, Farmer Lisa already cut into it a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get us a good slice of it. All right, here we go. So it is crunchy. All right, here we go. What I need to start doing though, definitely is putting a pan underneath my Dutch oven so I can get that better. A little bit softer crust at the bottom. All right, here we go. Ready? There we go, baby. We got a sourdough. Get that crumb. All right, uneven cutting because I had to start over again. All right, lighting isn't too good, but there we go. Here's our sourdough bread. Let's cut us a piece off. It is soft. There you go. As they do in the videos. Squeeze it. All that lowness. It is chewy bread. I like it that way. Definitely has a deep flavor to it. A little bit tang with that sour. All right. I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you guys like what you're seeing. Thanks for sharing the big reveal with me. Once again, guys, Farmer Lisa, J4 Suburban Homestead Bread Edition Sourdough. All right, have a good day, guys. I'm done with you today. See you next week. Let's try a little bit something different. Maybe do authentic straight bread flour sourdough. Oh, I forgot to say, this actually has, I really didn't get to taste in it because I guess it wasn't, I didn't put enough in there. This does have Asiago and Parmesan cheese in it. I did put that in there because Farmer Lisa says she wanted Asiago bread. So I definitely probably have to put a lot more than I did. I didn't know how much to put in it. I didn't know how it was going to affect it or anything like that. I'm not really tasting it. Maybe I am tasting it and I just can't pick it up. But anyway, there we go. I'm still happy with it though. Got the light and fluffy crumb in there. Cool. All right. Put in our little bread keeper. Keeps it nice and fresh without putting it in the refrigerator, which kind of makes it it actually dries it out a bit. But with no preservatives and everything like that, this bread will last 2-3 days. That's still good. Unlike the bread that you get on the grocery store that sits there for weeks and weeks and weeks. So you do have to make this quite a bit if you want to do it. Once again, this is healthy bread. Flaxseed, sesame seed in it, whole wheat. It's good for you. Even the bread flour, once you ferment it, it did ferment for 12-13 hours. So that turns that bread flour into a little bit healthier than straight without ferment. All right, guys. Take care.